way of success is the way of continuous pursuit of knowledge. If you want your children to be intelligent, read them fairy tales. If you want them to be more intelligent, read them more fairy tales. Don't depend too much on anyone in this world, because even your own shadow leaves you when you are in darkness. When you want to succeed as bad as you want to breathe, then you'll be successful. There's more to logic than identifying logical fallacies. Nothing is permanent in this wicked world, not even our troubles. Apparent confusion is a product of good order, apparent cowardice of courage, apparent weakness of strength. Good order results spontaneously when things are let alone. Be grateful for what you already have while you pursue what you want. You will never know how high you can climb until you reach the top. I cried because I had no shoes until I met a man who had no feet. The hardest thing of all is to find a black cat in a dark room, especially if there is no cat. Done is better than perfect. It's what's in yourself that makes you happy or unhappy. I like people who refuse to speak until they are ready to speak. The moon and the stars shine, even when the clouds hide the sunbeams. Success is a lousy teacher. It seduces smart people into thinking they can't lose. Just remain in the center, watching, and then forget that you are there. Dining with the king. Your attire, attitude, and mentality must change. Nothing truly valuable arises from ambition or from a mere sense of duty. It stems rather from love and devotion towards men and towards objective things. If you can't enjoy what you have, you can't enjoy more of it. Life is like an onion. You peel it off one layer at a time, and sometimes you weep. Plan for what it is difficult while it is easy. Do what is great while it is small. Here, in this quiet place we own, worlds are born. Run the voodoo down. What is important is not what you hear said, it's what you observe. Great understanding is broad and unhurried. Little understanding is cramped and busy. A wise general makes a point of foraging of the enemy. To know that we know what we know, and that we do not know what we do not know, that is true knowledge. The fruit of empty hopes is more bitter than the saddest truth. Celebrate true friends. They are a part of you that always sparkles. War is peace. Freedom is slavery. Ignorance is strength. The terrible thing about the quest for truth is that you find it. I'm not a product of my circumstances. I am a product of my decisions. Maybe some things aren't meant to be known. Maybe they're just meant to be accepted. Behind every beautiful thing, there's some kind of pain. The truth does not change according to our ability to stomach it. Don't let anyone ever make you feel like you don't deserve what you want. Great knowledge sees all in one. Small knowledge breaks down into the many. True words are not fancy. Fancy words are not true. The good do not debate. Debaters are not good. Thinking something does not make it true. Wanting something does not make it real. Those who know do not speak. Those who speak do not know. Discipline is the bridge between goals and accomplishment. Be mindful, be grateful, be positive, be true, be kind. Follow your heart, then root its longing with the facts. Never stop acquiring the common sense. It is as good as the knowledge. A thing is not necessarily true because a man dies for it. A traitor's just a patriot on the wrong side of winning. Hats have power. Hats can change you into someone else. I'm going to try speaking some reckless words, and I want you to try to listen recklessly. Some people look for a beautiful place. Others make a place beautiful. Do not use life to give life to death. Do not use death to bring death to life. Your preciousness lies in your essence. It cannot be lost by anything that happens. All the world is made of faith and trust and pixie dust. Before you embark on a journey of revenge, dig 2 graves. Hard work beats talent when talent fails to work hard. I can chase you and I can catch you, but there is nothing I can do to make you mine. Dream as if you'll live forever. Live as if you'll die today. Truth is what stands the test of experience. There's nothing you can't do if you want it bad enough. The space under the sky is occupied by all things in their unity. Some things in life are too complicated to explain in any language. Lower your expectations, but never lower your standards. Concern for man and his fate must always form the chief interest of all technical endeavors. Never forget this in the midst of your diagrams and equations. You know you made it when your friends tell their friends that you are their friend. Those who realize their folly are not true fools. Communism is the final logic of the dehumanization of man. Not knowing you can't do something is sometimes all it takes to do it. Wisdom comes not from age, but from education and learning. The serpent, if it wants to become the dragon, must eat itself. To touch the soul of another human being is to walk on holy ground. Imagining something is better than remembering something. The most important thing about a technology is how it changes people. The longer we dwell on our misfortunes, the greater is their power to harm us. Waiting for changing opinions is like waiting for nothing. So in war, the way is to avoid what is strong and strike at what is weak. If you want more, you have to require more from yourself. Being brave means that knowing when you fail, you won't fail forever. It takes more effort to avoid the truth than it does to face it. Kindness in words creates confidence. Kindness in thinking creates profoundness. Kindness in giving creates love. If you derive joy in destroying others, you won't go far in life. Even the finest sword plunged into salt water will eventually rust. Your life is a reflection of your thoughts. Think well. The expert in anything was once a beginner. Everything takes time. Bees have to move very fast to stay still. Education is not the learning of facts. It's rather the training of the mind to think. That it will never come again is what makes life so sweet. A true genius admits that he knows nothing. A good completion takes a long time. A bad completion cannot be changed later. Deal with your past so that it won't affect your future. Sound intelligence promises victory in every battle. If you're waiting until you feel talented enough to make it, you'll never make it. It is in your moments of decision that your destiny is shaped. Never say that I have taken it, only that I have given it back. And remember, no matter where you go, there you are. I live my life in widening circles that reach out across the world. Do your work, then step back, the only path to serenity. If truth is not acceptable, it becomes the imagination of others. We are citizens of the world. The tragedy of our times is that we do not know this. The goal is to reduce the time of suffering, not eliminate it. Faced with what is right, to leave it undone shows a lack of courage.